Good afternoon, everyone.
Good afternoon.
I would like to thank Harvard Seminary for giving me the opportunity to speak about Iraqi minority and to explain to everyone about the situation in Iraq. And I thank you all for coming. Mandaeans is the oldest living religion in southern Iraq and Khuzestan, southern province in Iran. People outside of the Mandaeans call them Sabian. In Arabic means the Baptists. They speak the Aramaic language, which is one of the oldest language used in Mesopotamia. Mandaeans believe in 6 prophets. The first prophet was Adam, and then his son, Seth, and Idris, then Noah, and his son, Sam. Then the final prophet and teacher was the prophet Yahya, known as the John the Baptist. Many people in Iraq believe that the Mandaean worship planets and stars and angels. Even in high school textbook, which says, in truth, this is a picture of high textbook, which says Sabi'un. They worship planets and angels. And there's no clarification that, in fact, they only worship one God, just as Jews, Christians, and Muslims do. I'm very interested in researching about Mandaeans, because when the Iraqi people understand that was untrue, it will help to open the topics about other religions as well, like Yazidi, or Christian, or Jews, or even Muslims, Sunni and Shia. This misunderstanding creates violence among the people of different religions. Understanding that another religions became part of peace-making process. There are around 60,000 Mandaeans living in Iraq. Amanda is the place of worship for the followers of Mandaeans. Amanda must be built beside a river in order to perform baptism, because the river's water is an essential element in the Mandaeans' faith. But I will go back to this cross. Maybe some people, they will think, what's that? This is about John when they crucified him. And this one is the shirt of John. And here the olive leaves, which is symbol of peace. So I went to Manda in Baghdad on Sunday, 2005, and I have spent 2 years with them. And the people were dressing white robe with the white turbans, and they hold olive leaves, and some people are baptizing others. This is the leader of Mandaeans, Shatt-al-Arab. He's making the drash, that cross called drash in Aramaic language. They made it with the olive and the shirt of John, it's like symbol of John. And they do prayers, and some people they chant, and they are praying in the in Aramaic language. It was very interesting to me to understand and go deeply inside the Mandaean religions. I published also a research paper about Mandaeans religion in Iraqi magazine called Mesopotamia. Mandaean is a closed religion, means must be Mandaean by birth. Mandaean believe in one God as the creator of the world and worship only that God. They have many secret scriptures. The most important one is the Kinza Rabba. This is how they baptize. This one they do prayers to no direction. They baptize every Sunday, and even the kids they baptize, but only in summer for the kids, because in winter it can be very cold, so they baptize them in summer. So this is the scriptures of the Mandaeans. The most important one is the Kinzarabba, means the great treasure. Mandaeans believe Kinzarabba is the oldest holy book in the world. They believe that book was revealed through the angel Hebel Ziwa. It's like Gabriel, Hebel Ziwa. So it's revealed to Adam and all the Mandaeans prophets. The Kinzarabba is divided into two parts, the right Kinza and the left Kinza. The right Kinza containing 18 books and the left Kinza containing 3 books. The original language of the book is Aramaic. This is Aramaic. It is also Mandaean believe it's Adam's book. The other important book is the Drasha Adli Yahya, which means the book of John the Baptist. It is also written in Aramaic language. It's talk about teaching of John. The Mandaeans believe that they were praying 5 times a day, but John reduced it to 3 times a day. And there's another book, Diwan Haran Waida, which talk about, it's written after John here. It's explain about the immigration of Mandaeans from Jerusalem to Haran after John's death. A similar story is found in the Holy Bible, Genesis, chapter 11, verses 31, about the migration of Abraham from Ur to Haran and then to Jerusalem. There's other book also, Diwan Nahrawatha. Diwan Nahrawatha talks about the secret nature of Mesopotamia rivers, Tigris and Euphrates. Something similar is in the Holy Bible, Genesis, chapter 2, verses 10 to 14, where mentioned the Tigris and Euphrates. And there's other scripture book, Sfar al-Washa, teaches about the Mandaeans, their name, religious name. The Mandaeans have 2 names. Sfar al-Washa is the sacred name. They use it for ritual ceremonies. The book also talks about and teaches also about the astrology, the effects of the 7 evil planets on the human life. Sundays is the holy days for Mandaeans, just as for the Christian, Mandaeans baptize every Sunday. The Mandaeans are an ancient people who lived in Mesopotamia, modern Iraq, for thousands of years. Layard says that the Assyrians, before they got affected by other beliefs, were Mandaeans. Drawar, she's the best writer who wrote about the Mandaeans in the 1930s. She mentioned in her book, The Sabian Mandaeans, the similarities between the Mandaeans and the Babylonian religion. Both they do prayers to the north direction. Similarities of the Mandaeans language and the Babylonian Talmud also use the Aramaic, same language. Some people believe that some Mandaeans do black magic. Maybe it's because of this old religion and ancient people, and they know the old language, because in Babylonia black magic was very famous. But according to Mandaean scriptures, black magic is totally prohibited, and that it mentioned in their scriptures, the Kinza, which says, be sure that those who do black magic will be in the darkness of life. And here I found some similarities from ancient, something from Sumerian. In ancient time they worship suns and moon. So this time I found it some similar with their scriptures Sparm al-Washa, which teach about astrology, and even the similarities with the symbol of Islam, the moon. Here is the Babylonian sun, but also it's maybe similar. So this is the immigration of, this is according to the Hebrew Bible, the immigration of Abraham from Ur to Haran, and from Haran to Jerusalem. Similar, like in the Mandaean, they have the immigration from Jerusalem to Haran. So the Sabians of Mesopotamia and the Sabians of Haran. Ibn Nadim, in his book Al-Fahrist, mentioned that the Caliph al-Ma'mun was going for war with the Romans in the north of Iraq, where there is a place called Haran. He saw people looking different. He asked them, "Who are you? Are you Jews?" They say no. "Are you Christian?" They say no. Then he asked them, "Who are you?" They were silent. He said, "I'm going to war with the Romans. When I back, I want you to convert to Islam or any religion of the book, which is mentioned in the Quran, Jews or Christians. Otherwise, I'm going to kill you all." So they don't know what to do. Some old man came to them and he said, "I have a solution for you people. Say we are the Sabians. The Sabian is mentioned in the Quran, but Muslims don't know much about it." So they were sick. This story rejected by the Mandaeans, because according to Mandaean scriptures, Diwan Haran Quaita, the scriptures talk about the immigration of the Sabians, Mandaeans, from Jerusalem to Haran. The Portuguese missionaries, when they met the Mandaeans in 1555, thought that they were from a Christian sect. But later, in the 1615, there is another letter to correct the first letter. It says it is different religions who believe and follow John the Baptist. Mandaeans believe in one God as the creator of the world, which is very clear in their scriptures. In Kinzarabba, it says in the first book, in verses 23 and other verses, which it says, "The ancient eternal one, the God of all the world, may you be exalted, the ever-living, the dwell of the highest north." From these verses, it is very understandable why Mandaeans do their prayers to the north direction. It says also in their scriptures, "He neither begot nor was he begotten. He shares his authority with no one. Do not glorify the sun and moon. It is God who has commanded." From these verses, Mandaean scriptures, the monotheism in the Mandaeans religion become clear. An Iraqi writer published a book about the Mandaeans, in which he says that Mandaean worship suns and moon, which it meant the religious leaders came to Baghdad with their scriptures and explained to the court and audience that they do worship only one God. So the writer, he lost the case and he apologized, but he republished the book again later. Mandaean scriptures tells about the disaster in the earth many times. The second book of the Kinzarabba says that after Adam 30 generations, there was an epidemic. All human beings died, except Ram and his wife, Ruth. Ram lived for 1,000 years. After 25 generations, there was a world fire in which all died, except Shorbari and his wife, Shorhabil. After 15 generations, Noah and his son, Sam, and the flood was started. The story of the flood is very similar to the Hebrew Bible, and to the Quran. But in the Hebrew Bible and Quran give more details than the Ginza scriptures. Mandaeans believe there are two worlds, the world of light and the world of darkness. After the death of a person's soul remains for 3 days between his home and his grave. After that, it goes to the judgment. After that, it goes either to the world of light or to the world of darkness. Marriage in Mandaeans took place on Sundays. After the both the man and woman are baptized and verify the bride virginity by the woman, they go to the Kinzabra house, the religious leader, to continue the process. After that, they will have dinner and sweets and dancing. In Mandaean belief, man and woman should not separate it, and that it mentioned in their scriptures, the Kinzarapa in second book, which says, do not separate, be together until you both die. Mandaeans and Islam. The Quran grants special status to the people of the book, Jews, Christians, and the Sabian. The Sabian Mandaean are mentioned in Quran in many verses. I will mention some of it, which it says, whether they are ones who believe, whether they are Jews, Christians, or Sabians, all who believe in Allah and the last day and do righteous deeds, their reward is surely secure with their Lord. They need have no fear, nor shall they grieve. This verse is very clear. It says that no one has monopolized salvation. The way to salvation is about our belief in one God and doing good deeds. And there's other verses which it says, for all those who believe in Allah and in the last day and do good deeds, be they either believers, Jews, Sabians, or Christian, neither fear shall fall upon them, nor shall they have any reason to grieve. We see here also the Quran mentioned the Sabian Mandaeans, they named them Sabian, which means in Arabic the baptism. Also in Quran and Islam believe that John the Baptist was a prophet, and that mentioned in the Holy Quran, which says, John, hold the book with all your strength. We had bestowed wisdom upon him while he was still a child. I have read many books about the Mandaean scriptures. Nobody gave them correct about them anything, and the Drawar, she was the best one who wrote about them. Muslims always they write they are like worship planets, and Orientalists, Christian, they write that they are Gnostic or they are like Christian sects. Today I was very happy. One of our friends, Sharaf from Pakistan, I just met him today. He showed me one magazine, National Geography magazine. It's published on January 1959, which says that they are Baptists, which talk very nicely and give very nice image about a person, Mandaean old man. He's silver workers, because Mandaeans in Iraq, all they are doing like silver workers and jewelry. They monopolize that job. So in ending to my presentation, I want to point out again, this ancient religion is still existence. As my visiting on PowerPoint show, even though in small numbers, its numbers are still dedicated to its belief the religion continue to exist. My aim and objective are to foster peace and communal harmony in the society, and to promote understanding, love, and brotherhood among the people of different religions. I also hope to safeguard and foster social justice, moral values, peace, and freedom among the people.